I never in a million years thought anyone would make a movie about black swimming in Philadelphia. So the fact that the movie was made is complete honor. In the movie, Terrence Howard played the coach, and he was real calm and laid back. That was not Jim Ellis at all. Jim came with so much energy and excitement and passion. He was a tough, great coach. You show up at a meet, and it's you as maybe the only black swimmer. And I saw Jim on the pool deck, and he was this coach that had been having kids that were competing in 200 backstroke and 100 breaststroke and 500 freestyle, and I hadn't seen black kids do that before. And so and that's sort of how I got pulled into swimming, and went to train with Jim for a summer just to try it out. My dad actually seeked him out, and then ended up moving there. And and it was just an awesome experience being with the great Jim Ellis.
What was it like back then, man? What was it? What was the environment?
The environment was very hard work. The color of your skin, fine, that mattered, but it was more so like, you are good, you guys are good, and we're going to outwork everybody, and we're going to do it better than everyone. It was, Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, we'd get 7,500 in, and at night we'd come back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you get in, 8 to 9K, and then Tuesday, Thursday, we'd do about 12. And then Saturday we would bang out, like it was like a 4-hour practice, and I just remember, we'd have like an hour and a half left, and I could remember Jim saying like, all right, 16 400s. I was like, do we have time for that? And my first practice at PDR, it was the hardest practice I ever done in my life. I was like, what in the world? Like, it was day one, and I was like, I have a whole summer of this, and I think we did like 8K. And I go to the locker room, and the kids are like, man, we're tapered. I was like, tapered? Like, that was, and so I was like, the first workout, we were doing a breaststroke set. It was 12 200s breaststroke. I didn't even know you could do 200s of breaststroke. Like, I was like, we just did 25s at my old club, and I got out, and I was like, I could not breathe. And Jim walked over to me, and he's like, what the hell are you doing? Get back in the water and finish the damn set.
Oh, wow. Dang.
That was the first workout I had with Jim. If you've been to Philadelphia, and if you've been to where the pool is, you understand how tough that city is. It was a tough team. Like, we just held each other accountable. We spent all of our time together. But then when we started making junior nationals and started winning, we had kids from all over the city, come and join the programs. People came because, Jim was he was producing. And so I think that's actually, I think it made our team better, because the people that came to the program, they were changed. How many kids come into the city to train at a pool like that, which just was a regular like 8-lane 25-yard pool in the middle of a place called, like, an ironic name, like, Nice Town. It was one of the roughest parts of Philadelphia, and these kids were coming from the suburbs into Philadelphia to swim. The Pride movie, I wish they had just told the regular story, because I think my understanding was Jim went around the neighborhood to tell everybody, look, these kids are coming from the subway. We would come from Hunting Park Station and walk over to Germantown Avenue and stop, and that's where the rec center was. And I think he went in the neighborhood and told them, like, they're not selling drugs, they're not carrying anything. We just need safe passage for them to the pool.
Small black community of swimmers around a large white community. I don't think much has changed in 30 years, man.
No. Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong here? Like, what's going on?
No. Yeah, you're 100% right. The way he built that program allowed him to capitalize on a lot of talent. Right. And I think that, but also, like, the amount of work that we did, and I think the neighborhood and who our parents were, I think that played a huge role. I mean, most of the families at PDR were, they were blue collar. It was, policemen, teachers, folks that worked for the city, that were born during the Great Depression. and had to really work their tails off to get what they had. So the idea of like not working hard, I think Jim sort of hit a sweet spot in that neighborhood and during that time frame.
We individualize training in the pool, so why not individualize your nutrition? Erica Beine of Beine Wellness Building will help you and your swimmers get exactly what each athlete needs through genetic testing and personalized nutrition plans. So stop guessing what you should and shouldn't be putting into your body. Athletes within a few weeks have noticed they're recovering faster because they're fueling their body with what they need and staying away from what their body hates. Erica understands swimming. She gets it. She's worked with over 20 Olympians, including the fastest man in the world, Caleb Dressel. Group discounts are available, so go to Beine Wellness Building and get in touch with Erica today. That's Beine, B-E-I-N-E, wellnessbuilding.net.